Good morning. Happy full moon day. And we're going to it's Monday, which is also moon day. So we're going to do some moon salutations today instead of sun salutations, although we're going to try to be in the sun a little bit here because it's chilly out. So we'll start with rubbing your palms together. And let's take 3 cleansing breaths. We'll sweep the arms up. Big inhale and then exhale, sweep them down. Let go of any tension, any stress. Inhale again. Let them go. And one more. Inhale and bring the hands down through heart center, touching your forehead, your third eye point, touching your lips, and touching your heart center. And then close the eyes, soften the knees, feel your feet full and flat on the earth. You might rock forward and back a little bit, side to side. And then find sun, which is a term from Tai Chi, that balanced place, that grounded place. Imagine the point right at the center of your foot, just below the ball of the foot. This is your kidney 1 point. This is also called bubbling wellspring. So feel the energy of the earth bubble up through that point into your body. Draw that energy up from the earth through your legs, your knees, your thighs, your pelvis, your spine and torso, abdominal organs, lungs, heart, shoulders. Feel that energy bubbling up, slowing down your shoulders, down your arms to your hands, and then also bubbling up your neck and throat area, swirling around your head and extending out through the crown of the head into the heavens above, as if your body is a conduit between heaven and earth, which it is. Imagine a white light running right up and down the front of your spine, your divine line. Connect into that. And again, feel it extend out through the crown of the head. And as we begin our practice today, come up with a positive I am statement for yourself for the day. I am magnificent. I am bountiful. I am beautiful. I am blissful. I am grounded. I am centered. I am compassionate. I am patient. Whatever energies you want to call in for yourself, bring those in now. Good. Nice deep inhale. We'll exhale with the sound Om as we open our practice. Om. We're also going to open our practice with Ong Namo Gurudev Namo mantra 3 times. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Just feeling how these vibrations of our voice affect our physiology. Just notice. We'll also use the mantra Ad Gade Name, Jagad Gade Name, Sad Gade Name, Siddhi Gurudeve Name 3 times. Adgudenime, Jagadgudenime, Sadgudenime, Sirigurudevinime. Adgudenime, Jagadgudenime, Sadgudenime, Sirigurudevinime. Adgudenime, Jagadgudenime, Sadgudenime, Sirigurudevinime. Just tuning in, feeling the vibrations. Feel how it grounds you, it centers you, it opens you, and prepares you for your practice. Good. We'll begin our practice warming up all the joints. Let's start with our hands and our elbows, circling in. In Tai Chi, this is called gathering the waters. And reverse directions. And this is called offering fruit. And just a gentle little bouncing up and down in the knees, starting to get our body moving. Good. And shake that out. And let's roll the shoulders up and back and down. And then begin to sweep the arm up and back and down. Perfect. Let's reverse directions. Just like you're swimming. Beautiful. Inhale, squeeze those shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, let them drop. Two more. Inhale, squeeze them up. Exhale, let them go. One more. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold, pull the energy up, 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 up. Exhale, let it go. Nice. Bringing chin to chest, gazing down, and then gazing up, and gazing down, and gazing up. Feeling a stretch in the throat. This time when you gaze up, hold it. We're actually going to stretch the fascia around the throat. So let me unzip my jacket so you can see better. Just starting in the center, gently draw your hands in opposite directions, just like you're stretching the skin a little bit. Go all the way to the side, come around the front, and all the way around to the other side. Gentle, not a lot of pressure. We're working on the superficial fascia here. Really helpful if you're having some challenges speaking your truth. Really helpful to open this up. Good. One more pass. Let's go all the way around. Nice. Excellent. And then bring chin to chest and let's do a full rotation. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Nice and slow, controlled. Reverse directions. Nice. Come back to center and let's do left ear, left shoulder. If you want to extend that opposite arm away from the head. And then gaze down slightly. Feel how that feels like a little bit different stretch. And gaze up slightly. And come back to center and bring the head back up. And other side, right ear to right shoulder. Hold here, feel the stretch. Extend that left arm away from the head. Gaze down slightly. And gaze up slightly. Come back to center. Good. Let's do one more shoulder roll. And then bring hands to your waist and we'll start circling the hips around. And reversing directions. Perfect. Good. So we're gonna bring our feet together, knees touching, and bend into those knees. Circle the knees and ankles. Reverse directions. Rub the knees. I love you, knees. I appreciate you. Thank you for everything you do for me. Good. And coming up. And let's just sway side to side, wide feet, shifting the weight right to left. Good. And then we're going to twist the body and tap the kidneys. Just wherever your hand naturally lands on your low back as you twist. That's going to stimulate your kidney energy. All right, let's stimulate our lung energy. So now we open up, open the arms, swing it back, feel a nice stretch across the chest and tapping lung one, lung two, right inside the armpit on the chest. Good. Excellent. And shake that off. Beautiful. We'll do a little balance pose here. So shift the weight into the left. You can bring hands to heart center and prayer pose or soft fist. We're going to circle the hip around. Reverse directions. Place the foot down, pour the weight gradually. When all the weight's in that right leg, lift the left and circle the hip. Reverse directions. And place the foot, pour the weight. Good. And once again, we'll just shift the weight side to side. Nice. Now that we've moved our joints and started that synovial fluid production, lubricating those joints, we're going to move into our Eden Energy daily routine to wake up the energy lines in the body, starting with tapping on your cheekbone, just underneath your eye, on the bone. Tap, tap, tap. Continue to move side to side a little bit. We want to keep that movement, warming up the body for our stretching series. Good, breathe. Then we're going to tap, tap, tap right on your sternum. You can even use a soft fist here. Stimulating thymus gland. Good. And then right underneath your collarbone, you'll feel two little indentations. These are your kidney 27 points. Go ahead and tap those. You can tap those with fingertips, bird's beaks, or even soft fists. And then we're going to tap underneath the arm on the side of the body. And then we're going to find our rib cage, and just at the bottom of the rib cage, just underneath it, we're going to stroke side to side from center to sides. Notice if there's any places along there that feel a little bit tender, and then we'll go and tap those tender spots, hopefully tapping out the tenderness. Again, you can use soft fists or bird's beaks with your fingertips. Nice. Next, we're going to add some neurolymphatic points. These are neurolymphatic points as well for large intestine, small intestine along the legs. So on the side of your leg, where the seam of your pants is, you're going to press in with fingers or knuckles pretty deeply, and just walk your way inch by inch down to the knee and then back up. Press, release, press, release, press, release. We'll do that 3 times. Press, release, press, release, press, release. Good. And that's coming up on 2 passes and 1 more pass. If it's real tender, maybe come back here after class and do this some more throughout your day. Good. Let's go to the other side. Right along the seam, the side seam. You're getting adductors and iliotibial tract here, but mostly what we're intending is to stimulate the neurolymphatic points for small intestine and large intestine. Good. Going 3 times up and down. Press, release, press, release, press, release. Good. 1 more pass. Excellent. All right. Let's shake out those legs. Nice. So reaching, find your shoulder, massage it, squeeze it, turn the head side to side, and then stroke down with crooked fingers across the body at a diagonal to the hip. Okay. Squeeze it, milk it, turn the head side to side, and stroke down, making an X across your body. Do that a few more times. Now bring hands together. Make a sound as they connect. All the fingers are connected here, all right? And we're pressing with some amount of pressure against your fingertips. Bring the thumb tips to the third eye point and just hold here. Let's take 4 deep breaths. Good. Now crook the fingers, hook them right at the center midline of the forehead. Stroke across the forehead to the temples. Let's do that 4 times. And then continue to move those fingertips up to the hairline, across the forehead, and then crown pull, opening up the crown of the head. Just little short pulls. Go over the crown to the back of the head. And continue, go down the neck, hang on the shoulders for a moment, and then bring hands to heart center. Good. Let's do that one more time. That feels really good. Open up the scalp, the skull, the crown energy of the crown chakra. So we open up third eye right now, and then we come up and we open crown chakra. Good. Go all the way along the back of the neck. Hang on the shoulders for a moment. And then hands over heart center. Ah, beautiful, wonderful. Next, we'll move into some cross crawl. So hand to knee. Beautiful, big breath in. And let's hook it up. So cross the right arm over the left, wind the hands in. Cross the right leg over the left. Breathe. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, gaze down. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, gaze down. 2 more. Good. Release the hands, unwind them. Cross the left over right, wind it in. Uncross the legs, and now cross left over right. And again, inhale, gaze up. Exhale, gaze down. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, gaze down. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, gaze down. 1 more. Beautiful. Unwind that. Let's rub the palms together. Shake them off. Sweep the arms up. Big inhale. Bring the hands to the thighs, grounding your feet. Good. And let's forward fold. Slow forward fold. Hang. Take out your head, sway side to side, whatever you feel like you need here. Just hanging. And then imagine an infinity sign laying on the ground, figure 8 laying on its side. We're going to trace that figure 8 with our fingertips. And then we're going to start to stand up, soft knees, and continue moving that figure 8 all the way up to the sky. Backs of hands touch. Big inhale. Exhale, sweep the arms down. Good. Let's do that 2 more times. Rub the palms together. Sweep the arms up. Inhaling. Exhale, hands come to thighs. Ground. And then forward fold. Slide your hands down your legs towards your feet. Wherever you get to is perfect. Maybe your hands are on the earth. Maybe they're on your knees. Maybe the thighs. You might not be able to bend down this far. Wherever you can get, go to your comfort level. Now, if you can remember which way you started your figure 8, let's start the figure 8 the opposite way. Drawing that figure 8 on the earth, imagining it. Continue to stand, continue to move that figure 8. Good. Backs of hands touch. Big inhale. Exhale, sweep them down. Beautiful. Let's move into a Celtic weave. So rub the palms, feel the energy between the palms. Let's inhale up, exhale down. Do a little energy pulling or chi pulling. Good. Perfect. Now bring the hands on either side of the ears. Feel the energy between your hands. You might feel it going through your head. You might feel it encircling your head. Just feel that vibration, that energy. Breathe comfortably, close the eyes, tune in, and then touch the elbows, cross the arms, and come into a halfway lift. Arms are out to the side. Once again, bring the hands on either side of the ears. Feel that for a moment. Touch the elbows, cross the hands, and now come into a full forward fold. Arms are out to the side. Bring hands on either side of the ears. Touch the elbows, cross the arms, and this time you're going to crisscross those arms like you're doing a weaving motion as you rise up all the way to the sky. Backs of hands touch. Exhale, sweep them down. Beautiful. Rub those palms together, shake them off. We're going to do that Celtic weave one more time. Rub them. Let's build some energy. Bring them on either side of the ears. Close the eyes. Feel the energy circulate. Touch elbows. Sweep them out. Halfway lift, flat back. Hands on either side of the ears. They're probably about 2 inches away. You're not touching. And then cross the elbows, cross the arms, and forward fold arms out to the side. Hands once again on either side of the ears. Cross the arms, cross the hands, and then continue crisscrossing those hands back and forth, alternating which one's on top as we rise up and backs of hands touch. Then exhale, sweep them down. Beautiful. Roll those shoulders. And bring hands to heart center. Let's pause for a moment. Just feeling the effects of those movements, that energy, that crisscrossing the body, making sure our energies are crossing in a healthy manner. And then we're going to start at our pubic bone. We're going to draw the energy up, just like you're zipping up your jacket. Come to the chin, twist it, and throw it off. Lock it in. Good. One more time. Bring one hand to the navel, one hand to the third eye. Gently pull up slightly. And take a moment to breathe. Release that, shake the hands off, and let's begin to bend side to side, starting to warm up the sides of our body. Good, and hold, leaning to the right, open that left side body. Lengthen the whole arm, reaching, reaching, reaching. Hold here and breathe. Rise back up and over to the other side, lengthening the right side body. Good, reaching tall, long. And coming back to center. Nice. Roll those shoulders. And then we're going to do a couple of acupressure points for head colds. So first I'm going to come a little closer so you can see. We're going to press right at the crease next to either side of our nostrils. So press in, you can do some circling here. Good. Now just go lateral out to the side just a little bit. You're going to feel the cheekbone just above your fingertips and press here. And then slide up your nose to right where the nose meets the eye socket and press up and in at a diagonal. You can just press and hold, or you can circle it a little bit. If it's really tender, you might pulse, press, release, press, release. And then find your third eye, and you're going to circle in a counterclockwise position. Then you're going to bring your hands to the back of your skull. Find right where the skull meets the neck. Find the middle. You'll feel a little indentation there. Slide on either side, just about a ½ inch, and then press into it by leaning your head back against those points. And you can circle those points around a little bit. And then walk your fingers up till you feel kind of the bump at the back of the head here and press there. You should be pretty much in line with your eye. If you were to take your eye and go straight back, you're going to feel those bumps. Yeah, press there. Good. And just notice if any of these are really tender, come back to them throughout the day. Continue to work with those. Nice. All right, shake that off. I think we're ready for our moon salutations. Coming to your mat. We're going to keep our feet shoulder width throughout this practice today for our salutations. So keeping your feet about shoulder width, just bend into those knees, sweep the arms up into a squat or a chair position, but we're not pressing the legs against each other. We're holding this. Release into a forward fold. Place your hands on the earth, step back with your left foot into a low lunge. Bring the knee all the way to the earth and press the pelvis down and forward, feeling a stretch in the iliopsoas muscle. Your knee is stacked above your ankle on the right side here, and support with hands or blocks, whatever you need. Then slide that right leg back so that you're kneeling. And we're going to come into a puppy pose, which is a modified child's pose. So your sit bones don't come all the way to your heels. They hover over your heels. Your forehead does not come all the way to the mat. It hovers over the mat. And breathe. Hands pressing into the mat. Good. Now slide your hands back to your knees, curl those toes under, and slide your hands up so that you are rising up off of your sit bones. We're going to come into a supported camel to start. As we do this several times, we'll deepen into a full camel, but start with the backs of your hands just pressing against your low back and pushing your hips forward, slight arch in your back. Head is looking forward. Let's take a couple of cleansing breaths here. We'll do a Kali breath where we stick out our tongue and roar slightly. Big inhale. Good. Two more. Last one. Beautiful. Go ahead and release the toes. Slide your hands forward till you're laying hips, belly, chest, chin. Draw the hands back to frame your rib cage, and we'll come up into a baby cobra to start. Again, as we continue several of these practices, we'll deepen these. So lift and lower. We'll do that 3 times. If you need to hover your hands so you don't engage the hands, and we're just doing the upper back, hold here for a moment. Good. Now push back into that puppy pose once again. Arms stay long and reaching, forehead hovering, hips hovering over the heels. And then slide the hands back, rise up on the knees into our camel pose. Once again, we'll do supported camel. So hands at the back of the low back, backs of the hands, press the hips forward, arch back a little bit. This time, let your head fall back and then tuck the chin. So now you're gazing maybe at a 45-degree angle, not straight ahead, but slightly up. Now release that rise up and step forward with the left foot, aligning that coming into your low lunge. Now you're pressing your hip towards the earth and towards the front, feeling that stretch in the right iliopsoas muscle. Releasing that, bringing both feet parallel once again, coming into your forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up, keep the knees soft. And exhale, bring hands through heart center. And then just pause in mountain pose for a moment. Feel the body. We're going to run through that moon salutation once again. So starting, feet hip width apart, and sweep the arms up and squat into your chair pose. Release chair pose into forward fold. Step back with that left foot, drop the knee, come into our low lunge. This time, let's deepen that lunge by bringing the hands up to the thigh if you can, if this is comfortable. Release that right leg back. Slide down into puppy pose. Forehead hovers, hips hover, arms extend. Bowing and honoring to the moon, the yin energy. Come up on the knees. This time we'll start with supported camel. And if you want to stay here, stay here. If you want to accentuate this and deepen this, we're going to go into flying camel. So reach the arms up and back, arching the spine. Again, let the head fall back and then tuck the chin slightly. So you are gazing upward, but not straight up. To come out of flying camel, we move our hands to supported camel and bring the head up. And then we once again sit back on the heels and extend into our puppy pose. Start to move forward. Hips come down, belly comes down, chest comes down, chin comes down, hands frame the rib cage. Rising up into cobra. Once again, you want to try to go a little higher this time, engage those arms and hold here. And we'll gaze left and we'll gaze right. And we'll gaze left and we'll gaze right. We'll gaze left and right. Come back to center, gazing up. And then pushing back. Walk your hands back, come up on those knees. Starting supported camel, moving to flying camel. Reach back. Gaze forward, tuck the chin slightly. Release out of that supported camel and sit on the heels for a moment. Hero pose. And then we'll step forward with that left leg. Feeling the stretch in the iliopsoas on the right. Making sure your knee and ankle are aligned. You can rise up onto your hands or on your thigh, continuing to press that pelvis down and forward. Releasing that. Right foot steps to the left, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up, reach to the sky, reach, reach, reach. Cactus the arms, let's arch back slightly. Reach up tall once again, and then hands sweep down to the sides. Pause for a moment, feel the body. We'll continue to add on a few extra poses as we run through that moon salutation one last time. Sweep the arms up, big inhale. Clasp the hands together, extend the forefinger. And let's do a lean to the right. Come back to center, lean to the left. Back to center, cactus the arms. Open the heart, open the chest, gaze upward. Open the throat. Rise up, arms stay lifted, reaching tall. Bend into those knees into our squat or chair pose. Weight is in the heels. Release into a forward fold. And stepping back with that left leg, come into low lunge. Bringing the hands to the knees and then raising them up tall. Bring hands to heart center. And we're going to move into a twist here. So hook your elbow on the outside of your knee and twist to the right. Release that. Bring hands on either side of the foot. And if you need blocks here, put some blocks here. Start to sit back into our half splits. Let's raise the toes up. If you want to pull the toes back, you can. And reach your nose towards your knee. Getting a nice stretch in the hamstrings. Releasing that, slide that leg back, curl the toes, rise up for camel. Start with supported camel, stay here, or flying camel, extend the arms back. Make sure you've curled your toes, raising your heels slightly. And if you'd like to go into full camel, one arm at a time reaches down to each ankle or heel. And you press your chest forward, your navel forward, your hips forward. You let your head fall back and then you tuck the chin so you're still gazing forward. And hold here and breathe. To come out of it, come into flying camel first, one arm at a time, then supported camel, then release down into our puppy pose. Extend the arms out, forehead hovers, and release this into full child's pose. Sit all the way back on your heels, let your forehead come to the mat. Rising up, slide forward, belly, chest, chin, hands on either side of the rib cage, tops of toes pressing down so hard that the knees lift slightly, and then come up into cobra. Release down, extend the arms in front of you above your head, and we're going to lift left leg and right arm off the earth. You can lift your head as well, pressing the left hand and the left foot into the earth. Reach, hold, and lower those down. Pause for a moment, and then lift left arm, right leg. Right hand presses into the earth, left foot presses into the earth. Extend, lengthen. Yeah, and release down. Take a breath, pause, and then we're going to lift everything up. Superman. And release down. If you can, bend your knees and reach for your feet and clasp your hands around your feet. Do so. If you can't, I'm going to go into floor bow. I will invite you to do Superman once again. Exhale everything out. And then push your feet into your hands, lifting the body up, and hold here and breathe. And let's add breath of fire, breath, pumping the abdominals and breath in and out rapidly through your nose. Deep inhale. See if you can lift a little higher. And exhale, release. Windshield washer those legs if you'd like. And we'll push back into our child's pose once again. Rise up, curl those toes, sit back on the toes to start. Let's get a nice stretch there. Turn the wrists so that they're facing forward. You can stretch in the forearms as well. Rock side to side if that feels like it would be helpful to open that energy, that space up. You're stretching the ball of the foot and right at the base of the toes. In reflexology, all the toes relate to sinuses. So after class, you might want to massage those toes kind of deeply if you can, stimulate and open up the sinuses. One last time, we'll rise up into full camel, start and supported, move to flying, and then one hand at a time for full camel. One hand at a time, release into flying camel, supported camel, then release the toes and step forward with that left foot and coming into a low lunge. Extend that right foot back, pelvis drops towards the mat, come up on the knee, and then hands up towards the sky. And we'll come into a twist, hands together at heart center. Twist, hooking that elbow over the edge of the thigh. And releasing that, sit the sit bones back towards the heel, lift the toes, coming into half splits on the left side. Reaching towards those toes, reaching your nose towards your knee. Stretching the hamstrings group. Slowly easing out of that. And we'll come into an easy seated pose. We're going to finish our practice with the mantra Sat Nam quite forcefully. And this is to help open that crown energy and connect with the full moon. So bring hands together above the head. And when we say Sat, we're going to pull the belly button in and we're going to reach those hands up towards the heavens. And it'll be quite forceful. And then we'll relax with the Nam. All right, begin. Sat, Nam, 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 Sat, Nam. Last one. Sat, Nam. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Touch forehead, touch lips, touch heart center. Pause here for a moment. Feel the energy of that mantra, of that movement. Feel the energy of your practice. Thank yourself for showing up today. Thank yourself for moving through. I thank you. And let's end with the Longtime Sun song and 3 more satnams. May the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the longtime sun shine upon me, all love surround me, and the pure light within me guide my way on, guide your way on, guide our way on. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Have a great day, great week. See you next week. Namaste.